Curtis Coleman was in second grade, seen here smiling and happy. But police say his life ended because of two things: his father and his father's meth.
Anybody that is a parent, it would be emotionally upset. And it kind of hits home if you have kids.
According to documents, on June 21st, the boy told his father he was hungry. That's when detectives believe the child started eating what he thought was cereal on a plate. Instead, he was eating his father's crystal meth, consuming 180 times the lethal limit.
Just your worst nightmare as a parent.
But prosecutors say that parent, Curtis Coleman, who should have come to his aid, did just the opposite. They claim Coleman threatened his friend at gunpoint if she called for help and stopped his own parents from calling 911 too. By the time they were able to, it was too late. All the while, the boy was having seizures and convulsing.
An 8-year-old child that more than likely suffered for many hours. It upsets you.
Coleman's previous record includes trafficking and sexual misconduct with a minor. He'd also taken police on a high-speed chase. Thursday, he asked for a bond reduction so he can wait for trial at home, while prosecutors ask for the maximum sentence.
50 years would be nice.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes out of Indiana. Big shout out to all my peeps in Indiana, especially my family. I got some family members in Gary, Indiana. Big shout out to everybody in Gary, Indiana, and all the other damn places in Indiana that I didn't mention because, not too familiar with Indiana. So for Gary, big shout out to you all also. But anyway, we have a very sad situation. Now this story went viral, blew up a day or two ago. We have a dad who leaves his drugs around but didn't leave the food for his 8-year-old son. So the 8-year-old son, like normal kids want to do when they wake up in the morning, they want something to eat. So the child goes into the kitchen, couldn't really find nothing. So he sees what he thought was cereal, but was really meth, and messed around, mixed that joker with some milk, and don't you know, he had the high of his life. And tragically, he ended up killing the little boy. Now, this amount of meth that he ingested was 180 times the lethal amount that could kill a person. 180 times, so it's no telling, how this child felt, if he felt anything right before he died, because I'm sure if you ever been high or drunk, increase that by 180 times, and that's probably how high this little guy was right here. And God, may the Most High bless his soul. Also 8 years old. But this goes to show you, not only was his dad deadbeat type of dad, and the reason why I said deadbeat, true enough, he was staying with his dad, but just because you stay with your parents doesn't mean they deadbeat, because if they don't keep you, fed, if they don't keep you clothed or housed, they're deadbeat, period. Because I do plenty of stories, and other YouTubers do plenty of stories on videos like this, where it shows children staying with their parents, and they have the nasty ass house, like the video I did from the woman in Florida, or other video I did from the people in California, where they have children in the house, they staying with them, but they're not properly taking care of the child. So either the child staying with you or not, if you don't take care of the child, you're still a deadbeat parent, no matter what it is. But it's kind of strange and sad, also, and troubling that it wasn't no food in the house, but there was plenty of drugs. And this is what you will see in people's houses. They don't have drugs, they have liquor, alcohol. Now, it's strange how these same people cannot afford them nothing to eat, but they can afford them something to drink. And if you have people like that kin to you, or you friends with, get the hell away from them, back up from them. You know what I'm saying? Feed them with a long-handled spoon, because they're going to constantly use you, because that alcohol and that drugs, as in the case of this story, drugs, hard drugs, that's what rules them. That's what they love. That's what they worship. That's what they would die to protect. Not their children, not you, not anybody, but their drug. And these drugs are driving people completely out their mind. And like I say, let me emphasize one more time before I start this story, that wasn't no food in the house, but there was enough damn drugs in there to choke a damn donkey. I'm going to read a snippet from this story, and I'm going to give my opinion. Surely, as we go. Boy, 8 years old, dies after mistaking his dad's drug stash for breakfast cereal and down a spoonful of meth. The Indiana child died after eating 180 times the lethal amount of methamphetamine. That's a lot of damn meth right there. I'm telling you, I'll be praying. If that was me, I'll be praying, Lord, please take me. I don't want to feel this. I hate being dizzy. That's why I don't like getting on roller coasters and stuff. So I can imagine the astronomical high that this little child faced before he left this earth. That is so sad. Now, A hungry Indiana child died after eating 180 times the lethal amount of methamphetamines, which he thought was a breakfast cereal, according to news reports. 8-year-old Curtis Coleman III, and may he rest in peace, woke up early on June the 21st and told his dad, Curtis Gilbert Coleman II, drughead ass, that he wanted something to eat. The man told authorities. Now, Coleman II, 41 years old, but look every bit of 61. Them drugs age them bad, boy. I'm telling them drugs age them so bad. You be seeing them out here still thinking they look good. These crackheads, these drugs heads, these dope heads. You feel me? They be outside, especially the women. They don't know when to quit. I'm like, girl, you lost that shape years ago. You feel me? You think you still got some ass back there? That ass is gone. You smoked every bit of that ass away. Let's continue. Now, this man, 41 years old, the dad, said there was no food in the Seymour house, but there was meth that he left on a clear glass plate, he told authorities. Now, why would you leave your damn drugs out where your child can get to them? And then you have a lick of food left in there for the child. The child probably thought it was at least some sugar. At least I can give me a little energy in there. You feel what I'm saying? At least I can give me a little sugar rush. Come to find out, it was a different rush. It was that meth, that devil toxin, if you know what I mean. Now, meth can be crystal-like or brownish in color and could have been mistaken for cereal in low light, the outlet noted. And probably wasn't no damn lights in the house. If you ain't got no food in the house, you probably had too many working lights. So hell, you don't know what you're eating. You know what I'm saying? You could be eating a damn cardboard box and wouldn't even know it. The child ate a staggering amount of the drug. 18,000 nanograms for those of you who out there who are physicists and nuclear scientists and stuff. Toxicology results released this week revealed, the Seymour Tribune reported. Coleman II, 41, noticed his son was feeling sick around 10 a.m. and asked a friend to come over to help check him out, according to police documents obtained by NBC. But guess what, though? I'm finna go a step further, because for him to call a friend over, I bet you any kind of money he knew the boy had to get sick off of something. He didn't get sick off of no damn food, because guess why? Oh, yeah, it wasn't no damn food in the damn house. So only way he could have got sick if he drunk some damn toilet water, or he ingested your damn meth. And you could best believe this dad, them drug heads, they went back and checked that stash. Oh, shit, he probably cussing the little boy off in every damn thing. Probably trying to pump his chest and get the rest of the damn meth out of there. If he can't get no meth, at least he can get some juice. You feel me? But at the same time, you could best believe he went and checked his drug stash, then called his damn friend. Now, let's continue. But instead of taking the boy to a hospital like his friend suggested, and they could have saved his life, but guess what? Mr. Coleman was involved in too much other shit. Failure to register as a sex offender. Yes, a sex offender, all this other shit. Mr. Coleman had other problems going on. And there's no way that this little young child, even though that's his child, but the dad is not in his right mind. The dad is not stable. You feel me? It's just like putting that child in a cage with a tiger. Sooner or later, the tiger is going to devour that child, just like his father devoured his own sons, because he died at the hands of what? His own dad, misdoing. Now, instead of taking the child to the hospital like his friend suggested, Coleman II allegedly ripped her cell phone away, pointed a gun at her head, and screamed, "I'm not going back to prison," the Seymour Tribune reported. So he said, the hell with my son dying, fuck that. I'm not going back to prison, even though I didn't register as a sex offender, and I'm out here living any kind of damn way. I don't give a damn about my son. I don't give a damn about nobody else but myself, because this is what drugs and alcoholic do. They are so self-centered, basically narcissistic, if you know what I mean. They care nothing about no one but themselves. Find me an alcoholic, and I'll show you somebody who cares nothing about nobody but themselves. Show me a drug head, and I'll show you somebody else who cares nothing about no one but themselves. They do not value anything but that alcohol and that drug. So when you have people like that, it don't matter if it's your mama, your daddy, your grandma, auntie, uncles, it don't matter. You feel me? They're gonna place that alcohol and that drugs above you. And you might say, well, damn, Trey, why alcohol? We all, at least those who admit, at least there's an alcoholic, at least in every family, that no matter what they do, as soon as they wake up, they got to have a drink. It's the same thing as a drug. It's a drug. You feel me? Go without it and watch how it trains people. And have you ever seen somebody who didn't have a drink that morning? Even though this is not about alcohol, I'm just making a point. Have you ever seen somebody who's a stone cold alcoholic and then they don't have a drink? How irritable they get? They have the same side effects as what? A drug user. They feel the same damn way. They get irritable. They get mad, and next thing you know, Somebody asked him to get tore out the frame. Now, he allegedly threatened to shoot her, himself and the boy, if she called 911, the outlet reported. The father then picked up his son and allegedly rushed to his mother's house instead of a hospital, according to Wave TV. When they arrived, the boy began turning blue and his grandfather eventually called authorities. So he was basically fearing because he knows he's not out here doing right. He's not checking in with his I don't know if he was on parole or probation, but he supposed to really register as a sex offender. He did not do that. I mean, then he's indulging in meth, which is another felonies and stuff. So he's living like basically an outlaw. And this child, this innocent soul, is the one caught up in the middles. And that's the purpose of these videos, not to glorify death, because there's no glorification in death unless you died of a worthy cause. But to shine light on these issues that a lot of people won't touch, just to keep us informed and aware, to let us know, look, watch out for this, watch out for that, because it's just like, reminding somebody. Some of us, if we're not reminded of certain things, we'll forget. So that's the purpose of videos like mine and other people that do videos like mine. It's just to remind you, not to, try to sound high and mighty or not for anything else, but just to remind you what to look for, because that right there may just save your life. Now, the boy was taken to Schneck Medical Center. I hope I'm saying that right. Schneck Medical Center, where he later died. The dad is facing a slew of charges, including neglect that led to the death of a dependent, in possession of meth, reports say, and failure to register as a sex offender, even though that won't matter now. A bond reduction request was barred by a Jackson County judge Friday. He faces up to 40 years in prison if convicted. A trial is set for December the 4th. The child's grandparents were devastated, and Mr. Coleman can kiss his ass goodbye, because you got too much shit going on. Then this young man and died too by the hands of you, basically your mistakes. You can point your face at the ground and kiss your ass goodbye, because it is lights out. It is over with. Let me know what you all think about this situation right here, this story right here, because it's sad that we have parents out here that value drugs and alcohol more than their own children. And the best thing to do is just, even though it sounds corny, sound bland to you all, so just say no. Don't be around it. And if you do, try your best to wean yourself off of it if you can. Cold turkey, whatever you can do about it. But the best thing to do is not even indulge, not even try, because it's something in you to make you want to try that. You're not going to escape your problems. We all have problems, even from the richest person to the poorest person, even though rich people problems are not poor people problems. But at the same time, we all have daily problems that we have. You know what I'm saying? So you can't escape that. So no matter where you at. But drugs is not going to help you get through those problems. Drugs is not going to help you come up with a solution. Okay, well, this is how I need to move and navigate myself. It's not going to do that. What it's going to do is make everything worse. And it's going to make you content for a second, because you're going to be like, well, okay, it won't bother me. But guess what? It's just like this. You can get drunk and pass out and go to sleep. Guess what? When you wake back up, you're still going to face the same problem. So face your problem. That's why a lot of people resort to drugs, because of problems and stuff, pressure of life. A lot of people can't deal with it, like I say. But the best thing to do is don't even start, because once you start, you're going to have a hell of a battle to always fight. Ask anybody ever been strung out on drugs or alcoholics. People that was real bad alcoholics and done changed their lives and done left that stuff alone, they don't even like to be around alcohol, yet alone smell it, because they know, if I take this one more sip, my ass going back in 5150. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this video, and may this young child, may he rest in peace also. It's just a sad situation, because people are blessed to have children. The people that want children cannot have them, but the people that have them in these stories, like the ones I do, it's like they just totally neglect these children and don't even value these children, even when they're dead and gone. Just like this boy, he could have saved the young man's life. You feel me? And most likely the court, because it would have got reported, because the hospital gonna run tests. It's a child, so they would have reported it to the police anyway. They would have called the police. But he could have at least saved his child's life. And so what if he had to go back and do a couple times for not register? I mean, a year or 2 or 6 months, whatever. They would have showed him more leniency. It's better to have your son alive than dead, because you didn't want to go back to prison. Now you're definitely going back to prison. Let me know what you think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video with your abusing drug addict friends and family. We all got one, whether it's drugs or whether it's alcohol. It don't matter. It's still a drug. If something controls you, a substance, it's a drug. Anyway, y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay up. I'm out.